Welcome everybody, and thanks for clicking on the video. And for those that are new to the channel, thanks for taking the time out and checking this video out. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a first look at my new tent, and that new tent being the 3F UL Lanshan 2. Now this is the 2, just the standard 2 model, not the Pro model. And what I'll do is I'll explain a little bit more as to why I chose the 2 rather than the Pro as we get into the video. So stay tuned and let's get stuck in. So what will you need for this tent? Basically, you'll need the tent, which includes the pegs, and I've also got the option with the ground sheet in it as well. And you'll also need a couple of ninja poles. Well, trekking poles to be fair. These are just some Adventure Ridge ones that I picked up from Aldi. Ideal, that's all you pretty much need. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead now and we'll get the tent pitched up. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to stand here and show you the whole from start to finish. I'll get the tent pitched and then we'll go around it together and have a first look. So let's do one of these ones. So there you go, the Lanshan 2, all pitched. Went for the khaki, thought blends in pretty well being out in this wooded area. I'll tell you the reason why that I went for the Lanshan 2 and not the Pro. The reason being is the Pro, the inner is built in to the outer, so you can't change it. As of where the 2, if I open up this door and show you, just roll it back. It's got some, they're not elastic toggles, they're just normal fabric. Let's clip those in, clip that in. So yeah, so as you can see, the reason why that I went for the 2 is due to the fact that I've got the 4-season version here. I picked the 4-season up just given the time of the year it was. With the 4-season, you've got obviously a very little mesh. As with the 3-season one, it's a full mesh inside. So my thoughts was you can buy the inners separately. I think you can pick them up off AliExpress for about 50 to 60 pounds. So I thought when the weather gets a bit warmer next year, what I'll do is I'll be able to switch that out for the 3-season mesh version. What I'll also do up here is I'll leave the weight of the tent so that you can see what the weight is. I think it's only about 700 and some odd grams, 700 grams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as I said, I'll leave it up in the description. What I'll also do as well is in the link above, well not the link, sorry, just up above, I'll leave the tent specifications. So I've got the Aldi Adventure Ridge trekking poles. They're set to 120 centimetres. I think on the instructions it says to set them to 125 centimetres, but what I did is I just put them up to 120 centimetres. Seems to be all right, but I can obviously higher it up. The only one thing is, as you'll see, is with the tent, obviously the higher the poles, the further up the fly of the tent sits away from the ground. So obviously you're going to get quite a bit of breeze underneath. But with the 4-season one, with the full mesh, without the full mesh panels and the full solid panel, hopefully that should reduce in the colder weathers any wind passing through. I did actually purchase this from Colin Outdoors, so shout out to Colin's Outdoors. What I'll do is I'll leave a link down here where you can purchase this tent from Colin's Outdoors, and a massive shout out to the guys over there, as they did give me, although I paid for this out of my own money, they did give me a bit of a discount on the tent as well, so it really helps obviously for me to bring these videos to you and show you these tents. So what I'll do is I'll grab the camera off the tripod, and I'll give you a show around the tent. Also as well with the two, obviously you don't need to seam seal the two, as it is already taped and sealed, so that's a bit of a benefit from the Pro, where you have to seam seal the Pro. But yeah, I'll give you a quick look around, so stay there a sec. This is the tent fully pitched. Down here, I'll give you a show of this. You've got a few different ropes here. They need to be tightened up. You've got one for the ground sheet, one for the bathtub, well the inner and the bathtub to pull that tight, and then you've also got your main strap here to tighten up the actual fly of the tent. You've got additional guy out points on both sides, same on both, and then also if I spin you around to the back of the tent, well not to the back, the other side, it's exactly the same both sides. You've got the same again. So yeah, that's at 120 centimeters. So height wise from the floor, it's not too bad. You've got your additional guy out point there, and yeah, I quite like it in the khaki colour. There is some other colours. I think the other colours are green, like a light green, and I think it's like a grey colour. So yeah, so that's the Lanshan 2. What I'll be doing, hopefully when I get out my next video, we'll take this out with me and we can give it a run, see what it's like. This is the unzip it. There's two zips. Obviously you've got this side. It is just like a half moon shape. Just roll it back. The only problem is when you roll it back, I've noticed that it sags quite a bit. It's not really that tight, but it'll be fine. So yeah, you got plenty of space, you got plenty of vestibule areas for when obviously the weather's not too great. Inside, I think it's 230 centimeters inside. What I'll do is I'll bring it down here and I'll show you me lying down in there so that you can see. So yeah, so as you can see, ample space inside here. Inside as well, I'll show you inside. So yeah, so there's ample room. I'm not that tall. You have also got as well, you've got two lantern hooks. What I'll probably do is I'll probably make a line across from one end to the other. But yeah, as you can see with the 4 season, there's very little mesh. The only pieces of mesh are just these two little bits at the top, but you can get the 3 season version as well. That's my new Lanshan 2. If anybody wants to know any more about it, as always, just drop me a comment below. Happy to obviously talk about anything regarding the tent. Not in too much depth, obviously. I've not been out properly in it yet, but I'm happy if anybody wants to ask me any questions. As I said, always just drop them below in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as you can. So, I just want to thank everybody for if you stuck around to this part. Thanks for watching the video. As always, remember, give the video a thumbs up. Massively helps the channel out. And also, if you just want to see more content, gear sort of products, hiking, backpacking, going out on little adventures and the great outdoors, subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell button as well, as you'll get notified when I do upload any new videos. But yeah, thanks again everybody, and I'll see you all on the next one.